Welcome back to opening day in downtown Detroit. We're bringing you there with live coverage all afternoon long. Let's send it back to the Madison rooftop with our Chris Ledeen and Sandra Ali. Sandra, you are no stranger to opening days in Detroit. It never loses the magic, right? And Chris, I want to know, how do we stack up to the other opening days you've been to?
Oh, well, the stack is right at the top because this is like an unofficial holiday. I've never seen crowds like this for an opening day in any of the other cities I've lived in. This is absolutely fantastic, the turnout and the pride Detroit has in the Tigers and their opening day.
Yeah, Detroit does it right. We looked over our shoulders here a couple of minutes ago. Fans are already in their seats,
ready.
And there is a massive crowd outside Comerica Park waiting to get in. Everyone is just, the air is electric. Everyone is energized and ready to go. And you know what? When we talk about our opening day coverage, you've got to talk about Detroit history. So let's talk a little bit about the history in the city.
Yeah, no surprise here. We're the #1 team in the American League Central. And let me tell you why. It's because you want to know, if we got here, you got to go back in history, a bit of a history lesson, all the way back to 1901. That's quite a trip we're taking. On April 25th of that year, the Detroit Tigers held their first official opening day game against the Milwaukee Brewers. That's according to the Major League Baseball Encyclopedia. And we beat the Brewers 14-13. A lot of offense in that game. We won 2 more home openers in 1902 and 03 against the Cleveland Blues, and tied in 1904 against the St. Louis Browns. Don't even have ties anymore. That's how old that was. Before lights, they just played until it got too dark. In 1906, our first loss against the Chicago White Sox by a score of 5-3.
All right, and as far as our last home opener at Tiger Stadium, Detroiters might remember it like it was yesterday, but that was almost 26 years ago. That was when we lost to the Minnesota Twins. 1-0 was that final score.
Yeah, hard to believe, 25 years ago. Comerica Park's been around a while now. Well, baseball is full of odd habits and rules that through the years have become tradition, like why does the manager wear a full uniform? So we did some checking on this, and we can tell you why. It dates back to the late 19th century. Of course, baseball has a storied past, and this is the 1940s team picture right here. The Tigers. In baseball's early days, the manager handled the team's business matters but did not play. During the game, the team captain made player decisions and wore a uniform because he was a player as well. Then in the early 1900s, the role of the captain evolved into what we today now call the manager. The Tigers' A.J. Hinch, of course, doesn't play, but he wears the uniform out of tradition. Baseball is the only professional sport where the manager or coach wears a uniform. You don't see that in football.
You definitely don't. Fascinating little piece of history, a little tidbit there. Uniforms, by the way, aren't the only fashion here at the ball game. Trendy and unique outfits, they're all the rage. And this year the team is getting into the spirit with brand new merch. We love to see this year to year. Merch at the D Shop, we saw a preview of it at Comerica Park. They're going to have a specialty opening day hats, shirts, novelty items, and you can also look for the very latest fashion styles from Nike City Connect and the Old English D attire as well.
Yeah, you love the merch. You're going to open your wallet as soon as we walk down these stairs.
You know me all
You want
too
a little
well.
more. Yeah.
Anytime we can shop, we're in. We're in. By the way, if you can't make it inside Comerica Park, there is a tailgate party, a huge tailgate party going on. That one's going on at Grand Circus Park.
Right over there.
Yep, we can hear it from where we are. And we spoke to organizers just a little bit ago. Take a listen.
If you're looking for your hot dog, we got hot dogs, we got hamburgers, we got tacos, we got barbecue, we got a little bit of everything so everyone can enjoy themselves at Grand Circus Park on Friday. Totally free event.
Yeah.
And it is cashless, so that, just come prepared, just like most of the stadiums are these days. But we'll have the big Miller Lite beer tent, and you can grab a plethora of beverages.
Yeah, a plethora of beverages. I saw a few people with a plethora of beverages.
More than a few.
Love that word
like
she
everybody.
used. Yeah,
Everybody's
exactly.
got like 2 drinks in hand right now.
It has been such a fun morning down here. We've been down here since 5. We've seen the crowds grow, of course, and they opened the gates at 10:30. People started getting in the seats. The seats have been pretty much filling up since 12:30. You can see quite the crowd behind us. They've introduced the players, and first pitch now about 15-20 minutes away.
15-20 minutes away. We're getting ready for that flyover. We're getting ready for all the fun, all the the festivities. Fans are pumped. They're energized. They're excited. It's an unofficial holiday, a beautiful day here in the city of Detroit.
Should also mention that Detroiter Keegan-Michael Key is throwing out the first pitch. A lot of people love his comedy. He's going to test his arm out on the mound.
He is our local homegrown boy. We are behind him, and a lot of folks excited to see him today as well.
That's right. It's time to say go Tigers. We'll get it back to you, Rochelle and Stacy in the studio to get us the news of the day and a little more Tigers cheer on this opening day.
Go Tigers!
Chris and Sandra, thank you so much. I know your alarms went off at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Great coverage all morning long into the afternoon. I hope you get to clock out and watch first pitch.